Hello everyone, today we are back for a review of GBU Scripts, and before we start the review I just wanted to say that this review is going to be the last before a while because I'm going in holiday with my family, so the next review is going to be probably around the end of August, so don't be surprised if you don't see any review during the month of August. I'm just off and I will get back with the review at the end of August. If you are interested for this kind of review, you can leave a comment down below with the word review and a small description of your tower. I am going to pull someone and I'm going to do the review when I get back from my holidays, so end of August. With no further ado, let's get started with the review of GBU Scripts. So GBU started end of 2024. It has 260 trillion coins earned in total. He has a lot of stones. He is currently farming in tier 10, about 8 trillion per run, and is farming with a Devo WoW build that is quite effective. He is playing in Champion League and is currently doing a little bit more than 1,200 waves, depending on the affix, ranking usually above top 10. And the question that he was asking is quite simple, is how do you improve your economy, how you push tournaments and lab to be able to hold in legend, where he's spending the stones that he has right now, optimal farming strats, and what he should do with his gem, develop the cards, keep rolling the modes. So all those kind of things. I mean, all the question that he is asking right now is a very valid question, and it's let's see what we can do to help him. So starting with your ultimate weapon, my point of view is that you have very decent economical ultimate weapon. I do not think that the economical ultimate weapon that you have developed right now is something that is holding you off from holding in legend or anything like this. I think that you have a solid base for economical build. You have a decent cooldown for most of them. You have a good bonus for the golden tower, which is probably a bit higher than mine actually. You have good duration, good size on the black hole. So my recommendation is that if you're not someone that love to farm just for the sake of farming, and you are aiming to improve your tournament position, I would say that investing into economical weapon for you right now, towards the top end of champion, is not the priority. I think the things that you can consider are to unlock the chrono field and to work on your chrono field. This is a possibility, but I'm not sure it's the best thing to do right now in regard to the development of certain of your research, and I'm going to develop after for that. The other option that I think you can do is probably to work on your spotlight here, and if you are patient enough, one of the recommendations that I would say is that you want to unlock the 4th beam. You are already quite close because you have 1,008 and 900 stones, so you're just missing 600, and this is going to be a massive boost for the tournament in legend. So my recommendation for you is that you start working on your spotlight. I like the 4th beam for 2 reasons. First, it's going to provide a very nice boost of damage, which is something that you will need in legend anyway, and also having a 4th beam, every time that you are increasing the angle, you are going to also increase by 4 times the bonus in the angle and the coins multiplicators that go with it. So this spotlight for you is not only something that is going to help you perform in legend, but it's also something that is going to help you perform economically. So to me, I think having the 4th beam is really something that is going to be worth for you. And after you unlock the 4th beam, I will work on the angle. So you increase that, and one of the targets that I do recommend for you is to aim for 45 degree before having any stats on your module. So if you have the 15 degrees stat on your module, that is going to be 60 in total, meaning that you have 240 degrees covered out of 360. And this is what I'm playing with right now. And I don't feel that when you have a well-developed chronofield later on, that you have a lot of chance that a boss or something is going through the spotlight without being tagged. So it's going to increase your economy, but it's also going to increase your damage. So my recommendation for you is to work on spotlight, and I think this is going to help you tremendously later on as we are transitioning your tower to a build that is suitable for legend. I am briefly going to talk about your workshop just for the people that are interested. So this is the build that you are using for WoW Devo build to farm. So I'm just showing what you have. So you don't use any free upgrade. This is very standard. One of the things that I realized is that the enemy health level skip that you have here is pretty low, and you will need to start working on it if you want to be able to perform into the legend tournament. You will need to have to transition to a glass cannon build, and to be able to do that you will need to do it step by step. And the first step is to have an hybrid build, meaning that you need to rely both on your attack and defense, and you will need to invest into enemy health level skip to be able to sustain a little bit better into the legend tournament. So if you have a bit of coin to spend, I think enemy health level skip is going to be something that is worth pushing a little bit. When I was looking at your enhancements, I realized that you spend a lot of coins into the coin bonus. I think this is good, but I think right now you should probably put on hold this, and the coins that you have, you can, if you don't invest into the enemy health level skip, you can try to balance between, as you are doing right now, damage plus, critical factor, and health. Stop with health regen. I think you are in a very good place right now, but those three here, every time that you can, you try to upgrade them. I think this is something that is going to help you. Health is going to help you for farm purposes, and also when you have unlocked the wall enhancement, is going to also help you for farm purposes. So you can see this as a farm. Damage and critical factor, in another hand, this is going to help you to sustain your position into the legend tournament, because you will need damage. So this is building towards the hybrid that I was mentioning before. You need to build damage, so you start working on those things on the top of health level skip with your coins. This is your priority. Regarding the golden boat, I think you have a well-developed golden boat. I would recommend that you stop investing into cooldown and bonus, and instead you invest a little bit more into range. I think that this is well developed, but range is a little bit underdeveloped versus the rest. Range is really king on golden bot, so you want to overkill the range versus the rest. This is clearly like way better than the rest of the stats. So if you have a little bit more medal, I would say invest them into the range. You fetch, and I start with fetch because this is the most important one, is well established. You have a good find chance, you have a very decent cooldown and double find chance, so you don't need to touch your fetch anymore if you don't wish to do it. You have a very nice steal as well. Just 3 targets. I think you went for 4 target, I mean, a little bit earlier than you should have done, I think, because the coin multiplicator has a better return on investment early on than the 4th target. But this is just like small details. I think it's good that you have unlocked it. Now if you want to build steel, you need to build the coin multiplicator. I also have a very nice steel, and right now my steel is overperforming my fetch by more than 50%, so investing in steel is always a good one. For your module, I have to say I'm quite impressed. You have very nice module and you have very nice stats. So I don't know if it's something that you were doing before you were watching my videos, or you reapply certain of the advice that I was giving in my reviews and in my videos for the modules. But I think this is very good when we are looking at the Astral Deliverance, which is one of the modules that I personally like the most. You have attack speed, super critical chance, super critical multiplicator, which are all good stats. If I have to switch, I would say that probably having the super crit multiplicator being replaced by crit multiplicator, just a basic crit multiplicator, is probably an upgrade of this, but overall you have very decent stats. The sharp fortitude, very nice. You have the 6%, you have a wall health and a wall regen, which are the ones that are very important. So all good on this to farm. Galaxy compressor, you have both enemy level skip, the coin and the backcatch chance. As I explained, it's very important because you are proccing more often the unique effect. So very nicely done. The Multiverse Nexus, Golden Tower duration, the cooldown is reduced, duration is increased, Golden Tower bonus, this is very nice, and the death wave quantity. So I would say probably like the best stats that you can have. I will just say that overall, but this is like minor things, I would say that Black Hole duration is slightly superior to Golden Tower duration, because usually you have a higher a longer period of Golden Tower due to the research that can push it to 20 seconds versus the perks that is only 12 seconds on the Black Hole. So finding the Black Hole duration is a little bit better than the Golden Tower duration, but by no means this is bad. This is very good. It's just like small improvement when you are moving this to Ancestral. If you are looking to over optimize everything, if you have the opportunity, probably aiming for Black Hole instead of Golden Tower duration as the number one is a bit better. This we talked about it, and for the tournament what you are doing is that you are keeping the Galaxy compressor and instead you are putting the Dimension Core. So Dimension Core here, I'm not a big fan of what you have. I think this can be worked a little bit. To me, the number one priority for you is to be able to have the Chain Lightning chance in mythic quality. I'm not sure about the Chain Lightning damage. I mean, you have already multiplied by 900, so this is basically providing you 10% increased damage on your Chain Lightning. I don't think it's that worth it. The free Chain Lightning quantity, this is very nice, this I agree. Death Wave damage, I'm not a big fan for your level. I think this you can probably replace by just having a little bit more research on your damage and having a little bit more raw damage when you start. I'm not sure you really need this. So to me, I would say that if you want to work a little bit on your Dimension Core, it's probably having the Chain Lightning chance that is a mythical quality. And what you could aim for here is probably something such as Spotlight Angle. I think this is going to be good, especially that you have 3 beam and you potentially get 4 later on. So this is something that is going to help you. Yeah, I think when I was looking at this, potentially if at some point you get the 141, Spotlight Angle is also good for farming. I am using the Spotlight Angle 15 degrees, which is the ancestral quality, because the bonus that you get from Spotlight on coin multiplicator is 3, I think, you multiply by 3. So it is worth it when you have 4 beam to aim for it, to have a better return on investment for the coin that you generate with Spotlight. So this is it. If you are moving to the glass cannon, one of the things that you definitely need is to have project funding instead of the Galaxy compressor. It's not even negotiable to not have project funding when you are playing in glass cannon. So this will need to be removed to go to project funding, and the sharp fortitude you need to move to ACP, which is increasing your damage every time that an enemy is hit by a shockwave. This is the core things that you will need if you are moving to the Legend tournament. So if you have the project funding module, keep it because you will need it. And if you have ACP, keep it, you will need it. I do recommend that you watch my video on the glass cannon that is explaining all the modules and so on, because very quickly you will need it. So start getting ready for those kind of things because you will need them very soon. Moving on to your lab, I would say that it's not something that is bad that you are running, but you probably can optimize this a little bit, and I'm going to explain you why. So everything here is very decent, but there is few things that I think you should switch to have better result. So the first thing that I see is that you are running, so lab speed, you can keep running it. It's a good research. I mean, personally, I stop at level 67, but you can keep running it as much as you want. It's not going to be wasted. Golden Tower bonus has a strong diminishing return on investment, and it gets longer and longer every time to run. I would recommend that you stop after this level is completed, and instead you are switching for the duration of Golden Tower. Here I see that you haven't maxed that. This is number one priority for me to be maxed. It's very important. It's going to help you both in farm but also a little bit in tournament because it's going to provide you more cash. So this is something that is very nice, and I think you should replace the bonus by the duration. The second thing that I think you should replace is reroll shard. Reroll shard is an amazing research, but you are already having it level 58, and every time that you are increasing by one level, it's giving you some bonus, but there is something that is way more important, and is the daily mission shard. I think this should be prioritized over the reroll shard, because you will need to have more shards to reach the next 141 level 141 on your module, and working on this that is a little bit lower in terms of level is probably good. I was looking also at the bottom at the research that are on module, and you haven't touched the rare drop chance. Rare drop chance is very important, and it's also something that you want to work on if you haven't started yet. It's going to increase the chance that you have of dropping rare module, and they are going to drastically improve the amount of shards that you get, because you will be able to des, and every time that you need to merge module you will need them. So this is also something that is not in your favorite list, but it's something that you need to work on the module. Like going back to the things that you have here, I see that you are working on Death Wave health level 26. I mean, I really like this research, but you need to realize that again, you have a very strong diminishing return on investment. You are going to increase by just a little bit the fraction of health that you have as a bonus, while here you can get something that has probably way more value than getting this done now. I understand that you want to finish it so you don't have to worry about it, but in my opinion, instead of working on the Death Wave health bonus, what you should do is simply work on health. Your health here is only level 40, so every 2 days you get 3% bonus health, which is massive, and this 3% is going to be multiplied by all the multiplicator that you have. So working on this is going to provide you a much stronger bonus than the bonus that you get from the Death Wave. So if you want to work on health, this is something that to me has more value, and you can probably aim for level 65. It's not going to be wasted. And finally, you are working on wall fortification, and I think this is nice, but you need to start your transition, as I was explaining, to a glass cannon build. So my recommendation is that you dedicate at least one slot to either the damage or the critical factor. You can start working on one or the other, and you need to pump that up to a minimum of level 50 for both of them. So it's very important that you start having one of those research that are helping you building the hybrid transition. Right now you're not transitioning to hybrid, so the moment you are going to be qualified to the legend tournament, you are going to be demoted because you're not going to be able to tank the T14 plus. And this is not due to your tower, it's just that it's not meant to be tanked. So starting working on it is going to help you. The wall fortification is already at a good level. I don't think the 20% here is going to drastically change the way that you are farming, but starting having those extra attack, and by damage is probably like my go-to research, is a very simple and effective one. That is going to help you, and also is going to provide you more damage, meaning that more death wave damage. Your death wave is going to stack for longer, and if you're not already stacking your death wave completely, and this is why you were using the multiply by 25 damage on death wave, this is going to help you stack your death wave even if you don't use this substat on your module. Now, on my proposal, I was trying just to replace things for things that are equivalent but a little bit better. My recommendation is that you are actually not even working on health anymore because you are already quite well, but you are dedicating 2 slots to damage, one to damage simple and the other one to critical factor. I think you really need to have those 2 things increase as fast as possible so you can start getting some damage when you are entering the legend tournament. The reason I'm saying that you shouldn't unlock the chrono field right now is that chrono field is requesting you a lot of slot of research. You need a research that is on chrono field for the duration that is very, very long. You need something that is decreasing the damage that you take, something that is increasing the range. So the chrono field is going to take a lot of lab slot that you don't have right now because you have things that you need to finish. So working on the spotlight is not taking you any research slot and is going to help you anyway. So that's why my recommendation is not to work on chronofield right now, but to work on the spotlight. Just a final tip, every time that you have a mission that is asking you to kill enemy with smart missile, if you unlock the spotlight smart missile, you'll be able to clean those missions much quicker and much more reliably than waiting for an ultimate weapon to be the right one and to heal enemy with it. So if you think that this is something that is a bit annoying for you, just unlocking the spotlight missile level 1 will allow you to clean those missions and potentially not reroll them or not getting stuck with things that are a little bit annoying. So that's just something else that I wanted to say. Regarding your cards, I think for the farm I don't have anything to say. I think this is like good setup, but for the tournament there is things that I'm a bit surprised. Super Tower is something that is pretty bad actually, because the only damage bonus that you get is from the auto attack, and this is negligible as damage. So the only reason to have Super Tower is if you have unlocked the card mastery, which you haven't because it's only level 2. So there is no reason to have a Super Tower. And then I don't know if you are doing switch mid-run, but there is things that to me I should see here and I don't. So I was preparing something here like that is making sense. So this is the 11 cards that I believe you should use at the beginning and you don't remove them. So most of them you are already using. I do recommend to use range so you have more time to DPS the enemy and it's going to help you with control. I really like demon mode and second wind so you can get a little bit further into the wave. And then at the beginning what you want is to use free upgrade and the cash, and then when you arrive around wave 1000 you know that you have stacked what you need to stack and you don't need to upgrade anything anymore because you're maxed. You are switching the free upgrade for slow aura and you're switching the cash for the death ray, and this is like 11, so there is 11 here and 13, or 11 here and 13. So this is your setup that I think should be used in the tournament. So now I'm going to go back to your question. So improve your economy. I mean, I think that the economy that you have right now is way sufficient to be able to reach legend, and you don't need to generate way more coins that you are right now to be able to do something good in legend. I think that it can help you with more economy, but it's not your priority. And if you invest a lot in economy, it's going to be detrimental for something else. So my recommendation is that you stop investing stones into economical weapon. What you can do is you can still invest some research time into your eco. There is things that I haven't touched, such as the enemy kill coins per kill that you haven't upgraded a lot, so that's something that is potentially helping your economy. The Spotlight is going to help your economy as well. So there is multiple things that can help your economy without investing any stones into it. And then the second big aspect of this is that with time you get more relic, you get more themes, and this is also going to passively increase your economy. So your economy is going to be good. Right now, I don't think there is anything that you cannot afford outside of crazy enhancement with the coins that you are making. So it's not really blocking you anyway. Possibly improve tournament through, I suspect that Econ and Lab need to work to be able to hold in Legend. Econ, no, I don't think economy is going to help you to hold in Legend. Lab, yes, definitely, and you need to transition to an hybrid build. You need to pump that damage up with the critical factor as well. So this is to me something that is very important if you want to be able to hold in Legend, and also is going to help you with your current tournament, because if you are able to kill the enemies, they are not going to be able to kill you because you kill them. So that is also something that is going to help you. Where to spend your stones? Farm the 2,500 so you get the 4th beam. It's a massive investment, but it's completely worth it. So don't unlock CF because you have enough lab to work on right now. Work on something that is research free and that is going to provide you both econ and damage for Legend. So for you, I think Spotlight is the move. Optimal farming strat. I think I haven't touched that, but Devo farming is to me the most optimal farm. Farming in T10 is also optimal because above T10, the way that the enemy scales is much steeper than between T2 and T10. So if you are capable of doing 7,000 wave in T10, I think this is good, and you will be able to improve your farming as you are progressing. But right now, I think you are doing just fine with farming. I don't think there is a new strategy for you right now that is available in the near future. The next step that you can potentially transition to is way further down, and it's farming in a glass cannon for T14 and above, and you're not ready at all yet. So you are doing the right thing for farm, and keep doing it. It's just the way it is now. It's a grind game, so you need to farm a lot of coins and a lot of tournament to be able to get better. Develop cards more? No. Or keep rolling mods? Yes. You need to have extremely solid module, you need to have full ancestral module, and you need to have specific modules to be able to perform in Legend. So rolling mods is the way to go for you. You need to roll mods all the time. You need to invest into your module, and by investing into your module, you're gonna get 2 benefits. The first one is you will get more epic modules, so you will get the module you need to be able to perform in Legend, but you're also going to get more shards, which is going to increase faster the amount of level that you are capable of farming per week. And this is key because more level means more substat, mean more flat stats as well within your module. So everything is very important. The cards, they can wait. You're not going to get much benefit from developing your cards. So keep pulling the cards every time that you have the quest on buying the 80 cards. This is going to be fine, but really like those 2,400 gems, this is modules, is 12 pool of modules of 10 time modules. So this is going to help you way more. the medals that I see here, you invest in the range of the golden boat as well. This is going to help you tremendously. That's it for today. You have a very strong tower that is well in order. I mean, even if I'm doing some comment, things that I will improve here and there, I think it's a very balanced tower and well executed. You are in a very good place. So yeah, great tower. You're doing a great farm. So keep investing in those modules so you get this nice ancestral that is going to bring you 8% defense, which is going to be massive for you, and 400 health regen. Keep investing in those modules so you get the one that you need for the legend tournament, and then the rest is going to follow. So yeah, keep up with the good work. I think what you have done so far is pretty good. And for the people that are watching this video, if you're interested for a review like the one I just did, you can leave a comment down below with a review and a short description of your tower. I'm going to take all the names that are doing so until I switch the title from registration open to registration closed. This week the registration is going to be way longer because I'm not going to do a video as I was explaining at the beginning of this video for a while, but I will reply to everyone and I will register everyone, and then I will do the draw when I come back from my holidays, probably around the 18th of August. Thank you everyone for watching, and I see you on the next video.